Blog Talk Radio.
I think at one time or another,
you walk into this room at your own risk, because it leads to the future. Not a future that will be, but one that might be. This is not a new world. It is simply an extension of what began in the old one. It has patterned itself after every dictator who has ever planted the ripping imprint of a boot on the pages of history since the beginning of time. It has refinements, technological advances, and a more sophisticated approach to the destruction of human freedom. But like every one of the superstates that preceded it, it has one iron rule. Logic is an enemy and truth is a menace.
In the councils of government, we must guard against the acquisition of unwarranted influence, whether sought or unsought, by the military-industrial complex. The potential for the disastrous rise of misplaced power exists and will persist.
For we are opposed around the world by a monolithic and ruthless conspiracy that relies primarily on covert means for expanding its sphere of influence. It is a system which has conscripted vast human and material resources into the building of a tightly knit, highly efficient machine that combines military, diplomatic, intelligence, economic, scientific, and political operations. Its preparations are concealed, not published. Its mistakes are buried, not headlined. Its dissenters are silent, not praised. No expenditure is questioned, no rumor is printed, no secret is revealed.
I appeared before the Congressional Committee to tell what I knew of activities which I believe might lead to an attempt to set up a fascist dictatorship.
A part of that plan, of course, is to induce the gradual surrender of American sovereignty, piece by piece and step by step, to various international organizations, of which the United Nations is the outstanding but far from the only example. The consequent willingness of the American people to allow the steps of appeasement by our government, which amount to a piecemeal surrender of the rest of the free world and of the United States itself.
We have before us the opportunity to forge for ourselves and for future generations a new world order, a world where the rule of law, not the law of the jungle, governs the conduct of nations.
All right, everybody, Joseph Gibson podcast in Greensboro, North Carolina, 9:03 p.m. on the East Coast. I didn't want to really do the show tonight, but I figured I'd put it together here at the end. Usually tomorrow night, too, we do the Republic and forthepeople.com. We do a simulcast. We didn't do it last week because of other things that were going on that I had going on, but I don't think I'm going to do it this week either. So I decided to do a show here tonight, and that is forthepeople.com and the Republic 101 radio. Usually we do a simulcast on Tuesdays at 6:30 p.m. East, 5:30 Central Time, and those are usually the shows where the Republic gets on there, and they give you the roundtable discussion with the Republic leadership and talk about some of the issues that America's facing but isn't going to do anything about, you know. I mean, it's just, that's what it's all about. Nobody's going to do anything. Nothing's going to change. Are they going to be programming you from the 5G towers? I don't know. I guess those are like the antenna. That's the big antenna. Like, you know, remember that movie They Live? That big antenna that was on a news station. You had to take it out, Roddy Piper, at the end, remember? I guess that's where they got this 5G thing, this idea. All the, you know, towers on the side of the highway are these, like, laser beams that are going to be controlling everybody to their new tattoo they're going to be getting because of this virus, you know? Makes sense. I mean, but it sounds like a good idea. I just don't see it happening. I mean, well, come on. Well, I mean, are you going to get chipped? Are you going to get the stamp? Well, of course you will. You'll do whatever the government tells you to do, just like I do. And everyone knows I've been red flagged, so no guns. Came here last Friday. That's it. Nope. I'm sure everyone who knows me knows what the story is. I'm not going to get into detail about it, but You're going to turn over your guns. Well, what am I going to do? You know, I mean, there's one of me. Let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of you. Okay, and you probably got some snipers there in the woods. You know, I don't know. You know, so what am I going to do? Die? I wouldn't be here today. What am I going to do? It's you people. What are you going to do? Where's all my buddies? Where were they? Where was the cavalry? You know, I rang the bell. Where was everybody? I mean, I put it off for 3 days. You know, we knew it was coming. You know, I mean, that's just the way it is. It's the way it goes. Now, there's ways around it. Yeah, you know, blah, blah. We don't have to get into that. But the point is, there shouldn't be any way around it, any way around the Constitution. The Constitution is what the Constitution is. I mean, aren't we all marching towards the sunset and the blaze of glory? We're going to restore the republic. You know, Yankee Doodle. You know, everybody, we're going to do it. The South's going to rise again. Johnny Rebel. You know, we're all singing those songs. Hey, Daytona. You know, where the racetrack's going to open up. What aren't we going to do something? You know, we're going to do nothing. Listen, stay out of their way. Let them do their thing. Let them have their new world order. And if God's true and the Bible's true, guess what? We ain't got nothing to worry about because God's going to come back and he's going to destroy everything and we're all going to go to heaven, right? I mean, as long as we believe, I believe in God. I mean, it's a logical choice. It's a logical decision. I believe in the Lord. You know, I mean, I believe that there is a Lord, there's God, there's a creator. We've been over this a million times. But I don't believe in man. I don't believe in his governments, and I don't believe that there's anybody out there that's going to rise up and restore anything in America. You can continue with your reopen rallies. They haven't opened up anything. They haven't opened up nothing, these reopened rallies. I had North Carolina reopen a couple of weeks ago, debating with them back and forth on my Facebook. You know, then I have a feeling that they're mostly Homeland Security that run those groups, and they're just taking down names. That's probably what happened with mine, but they already said, well, he's been on here 1,000 times already. Don't worry about him. Just don't make sure his comments don't get seen. You know, it's nobody's going to open nothing if you're down there. You know what you do? Stay home, mind your business, take care of your family, and don't worry about nothing. Mind your business, because what you're doing, protesting and all that, is not changing nothing anyway. If they want your guns, they're going to come take them. And you're not going to do nothing about it. Simple as that. All right, now will there be a few of you out there that will say hell no and die? Yes. Good. Bravo. You got killed. You got shot 30,000 times by 30,000 police officers. Good for you. And your family will cry and mourn for your death at the funeral, okay? But you went out like a hero. You didn't go out like, you didn't coward. Hey, you died on your feet. I say amen. That was a great man, great woman, whatever. But the fact of the matter is the majority, that's very few, far and between people that will stand up and, go all out. I mean, I'm all for it. If you give me 2 or 3 or 4, I'd go all out right now. I don't care. Give me 5. Give me 5. Give me 5 of you. Come on, tomorrow morning, meet me someplace. Let's go. What are we going to do? You got a plan? And then 4 of you that show up out of the 5 are going to be feds, and I'm going to be sitting in a jail cell, and the other guy's a narc. Come on, man. Press number 1, 657-383-0616. I'll bring you out to the show. You can talk about anything you want. We can talk serious, or we can joke around, whatever you want to do. It doesn't make a difference. But I'd like to, stick to the regular format of the show, understanding the times in which you live today for the first hour or so of the podcast, and then take live calls. But you don't have any guests tonight scheduled because this was just a spur-of-the-moment show that I wanted to put together because of when was the last show that we did? Not yesterday. It was a week ago. That was a terrible show. That show right there was probably the last real show that I put together, and probably will be. An emotional show that was, very powerful show, and some of you know what that show was about, but that show right there is something that's affecting me to this day. So, let's take the live callers here. Phone number's 657-383-0616. Go ahead, 336. Press 1, guys. You got down here.
Yeah, hello. I like to talk about, if you watch TV any over the past week or two now, all this crap, and we're going to keep it serious here for a while, then we'll get on to cutting up and everything else later on. But the message on TV, every freaking commercial, between, breaks, commercial breaks, there's always a commercial now stay apart, stay home, stay apart, stay safe. We're all in this together. Blah blah. Every freaking channel. I'm sorry, we're not all in this together. All these actors got millions of fucking dollars. They can stay home as long as they want to. Some of us have to get out there and still work. So, I mean, you know, it's a bunch of bullshit, first of all, I think. I mean, I still, to this day, don't know anybody that contracted this virus. Now, I've heard stories of a friend, and this friend had this friend, and blah, blah, blah. And if you've seen, I'd have to find the actual interviews with a lady up at the White House or somewhere up there. They were questioning her about that, and she said in front of the whole room that basically at this time, if someone dies and they have what appears to be the coronavirus, they're going to mark it down as a coronavirus death. So, I mean, you know, basically what she said, if you're in a car accident and you forget your parachute jumping out of a plane, if you have the coronavirus in your system, it's going down as a coronavirus death. So the numbers are overinflated, I think. Is there something going on? Yeah, more than likely. But it's I think it's a scare tactic. It may be a test for something else bigger to come along down the line. I just don't think it is what they're making it out to be. And you know, Texas, I think they're the ones leading the race and opening things back up. And you know, ain't it funny too? Now that things have been opened back up for 2 days, all these new coronaviruses have disappeared. See what you did, you stupid-ass Republicans and conservatives. See what you did? Well, I thought there was a 14-day incubation period on this damn virus. So how could just opening it up for the past 72 hours, 2 or 3 days, have this effect? It's all a bunch of media-propagated bullshit, and that's my take on it all.
I like what you said there about that. I like what you said about that incubation period, because I brought that up. Actually, remember back in January and February they said there's a 10 to 15 day incubation period. Remember when they caught the first one up there? So we got to try to catch that guy right away. Remember? You know? Yeah. And then they reopened the city, and all of a sudden 2 days later, it's all destroyed. You know?
Yeah. Now there's doctors coming forward saying, you know, everybody's requiring, you know, I'm going to the coast next week, and before I go to in a store down there, I have to have one of these silly fucking masks on. I'm gonna make me a mask that, you know, it's gonna be a smart ass comment or something on it, and I'll wear it to some bitch in the store. I don't give a damn. I'll even make sure my wife takes a picture of it for me. But it's all of the doctors and stuff are even telling you now that these masks ain't gonna protect you from the coronavirus. Well, you know, the N95s, where they are, stuff will, because they filter out small enough particles. But all these homemade, you know, dirty diapers and underwear that you cut up that's strapped across your face so you can sniff your asshole all day, that shit ain't protecting you from nothing. And that's what the majority of the people are wearing, these little ear strap masks. That protects you from absolutely nothing, maybe dust. And that's about it.
Well, what do you think about what I opened up with? While I got you on here, what do you think of what I opened up with these red flag laws and these you know, if you got a custody order against your 50B or your red flag, that we did shows on this, actually, you know, and everyone said, hell no, you ain't taking my guns, no way, and we'll have 50,000 patriots there marching with you. You know, they show up at your door, and, you know, you just give them up, you know, don't worry.
Well, you know, I said the same thing about that when you were still getting along with the John guy down there. You know, I said the same thing. I said, that guy ain't going to do a damn thing. He's going to sit his fat ass in a chair. He's going to tell other people what they should do, because he's never going to do nothing. And that's the problem with all these people out there, these so-called patriots and everything. They're never going to do nothing. They're going to sit back and be their keyboard Rambos and tell you what you should do, but they're not going to do it. And as far as a red flag law and this with a 50B, you know, when one person can swear out, just say somebody said this or did this with no proof, and then you lose your rights to bear arms and everything without actual factual evidence, that is a sad situation. That's not right, and it's a shame that it can be that easy. All that's got to happen is have some little female cry boo hoo 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 with no factual evidence. You know, whether the female is being threatened or not. I don't know too many men that would ever threaten a kid. So it's, you know, there's some wackos out there and some sick people, so I'm sure it happens. But I don't see that being a plausible resolution to anything.
You should have a hearing. You should have a hearing. You should have due process. You should have some sort of due process.
And then after due process,
you know?
And then after due process, if the judge says, dude, you should have known a fucking straw. All right, then, okay, lose the guns. But, you know, until an educated person that's actually cutting it down the middle makes that decision and it's final, someone's word should not be the motive or the catalyst behind driving that factor.
You're absolutely correct. I mean, obviously, yeah, you got sickos out there that shouldn't own a straw. You're right. You got nut jobs out there. I mean, I've been in Greensboro, and I see this guy walking down the street, and he's kicking his left leg and his right leg, and he's doing 8 jumping jacks, and he's, you know, standing on one arm. I don't want that guy freaking walking around with an AK-47, and, you know, I'm driving by with my family, and people say, well, that's why you own guns. You could put them down. No, come on, you know. We live in look, that guy's actually whacked in the head, man. You know, let's put him, that's why we have government to restrain this nonsense, you know, these people out there. We have peace officers that stop it. You know, I mean, these people that are nuts out there. We have a sick element of society. We can all agree on that. That's just nonsense. You know, look, I'm all for the Second Amendment. Listen, I'm the most staunch advocate about the Second Amendment, where I love to see people open carry. I feel more comfortable and safe when people open carry. I see the schools as a great open carry ground to protect the students, yes. But when some whack job is out there, like you said, foaming from the mouth, talking about cut a pig, you know, and he's got a mask on, he's standing out there on Main Street, you know, smashing windows out of cars. I don't want that guy owning a gun, man. That guy needs help. We should help him. We don't need to give him a gun.
And 1 year ago, if you went into a convenience store, a bank, or something like that with a mask on, your ass would probably got arrested for attempted burglary. So, you know,
that's right.
It's silly now they're telling you can't come in without a mask.
I know, that was another thing I brought up. Yeah, what is it? They got that law in Virginia. I remember with the Virginia gun rally there. I was up there for that. And they arrested one female because she was wearing a mask and she wouldn't take it off. I guess she must have knew about the flu virus, maybe. I don't know. You know, who was that woman that got arrested? There was one woman that got arrested up there. I remember one woman. The cops had her all circled and everything. They were going to arrest her, and they did. They wrote her a citation because she was wearing a mask. Because Virginia has a law, you're not allowed to wear a mask. So I wonder how that plays out. What do they do with that law? All of a sudden, it just disappeared. So when you're a police officer, right? What do? Like, for instance, they're telling you have to wear it, right? But there's another law that says it's against the law. So, like, what do? Turn into that, like that robot from what was that TV show? Lost. What was the name of that? Lost in Space? Cannot compute. What the police officers do?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I don't know what to do. Do I write this one a ticket? Or do I write that one a ticket? I don't know. That's an interesting question. We should ask these places that have these mass laws.
And now, another point to make is they're releasing all these criminals from prison, and some of them are violent because of the coronavirus. And just the other day, one of the ones they released killed a 21-year-old girl in Denver. So if the masks stop the virus, why not give them to the guys in prison instead of releasing them? There's something bigger going on here. And if you look at it, about every 2 years, something happens that's going to end the economy as we know it. Going all the way back to 2001, when it started with arsenic. You know, everyone was afraid of the arsenic. Then it went on to, you know, whatever it was back then, SARS in 2003, the bird flu, H1N1, all different variations of a flu virus, basically. That's what they've all been. But no one's ever freaked out about the flu. So it's ridiculous. And it's
I don't know.
What is the economy? The economy was going too damn good. They had to do something.
I know. Everyone was living large. I mean, I'll tell you right now, as a small business owner, I'll tell you right now, last year was my busiest year. I mean, I name a price, I bid on something, wham, they no hesitation. Now it's right back to that crap again. I don't know. You know, you got them all coming out there. You know, what's more important, honey? Do we go to the movies tonight, or rent this, or do we pay for our grass to get cut? You know, or do we take down that tree that's hanging over the house that's going to kill us in the next rainstorm? You know, I mean, you know, that's what we got now. But like I said, last year everybody was hanging. It was a good year. I mean, but now, nothing. I mean,
and the funny thing is, this all started in China. I've been to China 6 times, Beijing, Shanghai, Hong Kong, and all over China, they always wear masks over there. Ever since I've been I traveled there, they've always had masks on. So I mean, that goes to show you, okay, so maybe the masks really don't work. And if this all started over there and the masks prevented it, why would it ever spread? And it's a funny country over there anyway. But
everyone did wear masks over there. You're right. Yeah, you're right.
They do. I mean, I remember going down escalators. Yeah, escalators in the airports over there, and you're just casually walking through. One of them escalators that are flat just to make you walk a little faster. And all of a sudden, you're looking down, you see a red dot on your chest, and it's pointed up, and it's in your eyes, and you got some little Chinese guy at the end of the damn escalator shining a laser, taking your temperature. Like, I just walked 3 freaking miles through a freaking damn airport. Of course I'm going to be a little hotter than normal, you idiot. Get that damn thing off me. But that's the way they are. And they're over precautions.
And listen, and by the way, you're working for a computer company or whatever, right? So, of course, I got a damn laptop in my luggage.
Oh, yeah, well, that shit started with that long before that, though.
That bomb.
Yeah, but, you heard over here in the news the stuff about SARS and everything back in 2003, 2004, how bad it was. I was in China at the time. There was no talk of that. People just did their life normally wearing their damn masks. And it's silly. It's even no matter what. But I've been in the Middle East back when they were afraid that this was going to happen for retaliation for 9/11, and none of that talk was going on over there. The same thing with the only time I really heard anything in the news over here being anything truthful was when I was in I don't know if I was in Beijing or Korea at the time when North Korea was getting ready to launch a missile right over, and that was big topics there, but. Still, nothing ever happened. And
is that guy dead over there? Did anybody hear? Hey, is that guy dead?
No, he's alive.
Is that guy
he's
dead?
alive.
Okay. So that was another lie on the internet. That was another lie.
Yeah, he had a 22-day hiatus. Maybe he wasn't, and maybe he was hiding because of the freaking coronavirus. Who the hell knows? But he just came out the other day and had a new video with him in it. Unless it's one of them conspiracy theories with Bin Laden still making videos to this day. But who the hell knows? That's why I say, who cares? Who knows? Let's worry about ourselves. Yeah, let's worry about ourselves.
He just happened to go hide someplace, Bin Laden. 6'5".
And I've seen the media.
I've been in the Middle East, actually.
Yeah, I've been in the Middle East when shit was going on over there, and the American damn media was reporting something totally different, and it was all people in the Middle East hated Obama. That's plain and simple. But the news media over here makes them think he was the great peacemaker of all time. They hated his ass. They hated him more than they hated George Bush. So, and that's a fact. But that's something you'll never hear on the media over here. But it's the truth, and unless you go out and experience the world firsthand and talk to people on the streets and at bars, you don't know the truth. You only know what the media tells you, and that's why they can get out here with this coronavirus bullshit, make people stay at home, make them do this. It's a funny damn thing we can squeeze 600 people in a Walmart, but you can't fit 3 in a local hardware store. That's just plumb damn stupid. They're trying to kill the economy, and no matter what they do, they'll never kill the big conglomerates like Lowe's and Walmart.
Not to put you on the spot. Hang on, not to put you on the spot, but why are they trying to kill the economy? What's the agenda here? For what reason? Why? Why would they
keep people under control?
Why? Control.
What keeps people under control more than anything? Money. And when you got a guy who's on unemployment and not working, and now he's making twice the amount of money than he was when he was working, holy shit, I'll stay home too.
Yeah. I got some other callers here that want to queue in here, of course, so stay on the line here if you want. 657-383-0616 is the number. Press the number 1. I don't screen callers. I'll put you on live. Well, we never know what we're going to get here. It's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get here. So let's see, 203, go ahead.
Hey, it's 203. What are you going to get? They're going to get power. That's what they're going to get. And with the power they're going to get all the money. That's what they're going to get. That's what I think it's all about. We've talked about Trump. We talk about politics all the time. You're right. You're not going to arrest no governors. Look what they're doing already. And you know what? They just tell them to go away. Go home, people. We don't want to talk to you. And they go on their merry way. But I think it's all about. I mean, let's face it. We got a guy, a candidate. He doesn't even know what state he's in. He's talking to a pre-recorded movie because he doesn't know better. he runs around the house, naked, cobra. Nobody likes him. They're gonna dump his ass quicker than you could say Jack B. Nimble, and probably get Hillary or somebody else in there to take his place, or maybe Como. Who the hell knows? But I think it's all about power. I think the virus situation is somewhat real, not as real as they say it is, but never let a good catastrophe go to waste. And let's scare all the people. Let's crash the economy. Let's get Trump the hell out of there. It's his fault. We'll crash the economy, and we'll make sure we somehow rig the election with mail-in votes. And that's what they're doing, because if you died within the last 4 years, you're still going to be voting. And it won't be Republican. And that's what I think. And I think it's all about power, and the Democrats are pissed, and they want it back. And when they do, we'll have that Cortez lady.
What about the 5G thing? What about the 5G thing? You think those towers are going to control people?
People say that the 5G is supposed to be affecting the virus and everything, but who the hell knows? Who the hell knows what's going on? And it's all a big guess all the way around, because you know what? You're never going to win with these people. You watch the China News Network, and you'll get one story, and you watch MSLSD, and you'll get another story, and you watch Fox News, and you get another story, and you put them all together, and you throw them in a bag and mix them up, and form your own opinion then, because it doesn't matter anyway. You're not going to do anything. So, just pay attention to what they're saying and laugh. That's the way to do it. And like Leroy says, live your own life, because you're going to try to go after these people. You got 10,000 out there trying to go after one governor, and they can't even see her. But they're not going to let her see her. And you're going to arrest every governor.
They're all standing up there in Michigan. They're all standing there in Michigan shouting at an office. And they got 5 state troopers holding back 5,000 people.
What happened in New Jersey today, I think, this guy owned a gym, real quick. A guy owned a gym, and he was having people come in and work out in the gym. The chief of police came down, and he says, you people are all violating, an order from the governor. So you people have a nice day and be safe. And he left. Well, the governor got hold of it, so the governor immediately sent someone else down there and said, you come back tomorrow, you got big problems. So you know what?
That's right.
They're gonna take care of you. So just stay the hell out of their way. Don't open the gym up and let people.
Now, hang on. That's interesting. So he said you come back tomorrow, you got big problems. So let's see what's going to happen in New Jersey, folks. Let's see. Let's see if they come back tomorrow. Let's see the big patriots waving the "Don't tread on me" flags. Let's see what's going to happen. Where is everybody? Come on, we'll put the call out here tonight. Everybody, you want to go to New Jersey if you're up in that area? Come on, let's see. Nobody's going to do nothing. They're not going to know what's going to happen. They're going to shake hands, and nothing's going to happen. That's
it's in Bella Walla or some city like some town or city like that in New Jersey. Some strange name like that. I don't know. I didn't pay too much attention. I just listened to it.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Hey, we're all waiting for that spark and that shot heard around the world. It's just like, why the hell hasn't happened yet? But thanks to 302. Go ahead, 302. You got something else you want to add? I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. I say, that'll happen one day, but you're right. All these people out there shouting your rights, so we're going to help you, and this and that and that and this, and go here and go there. It's all talk. Nothing's happened yet, and it's going to be a long time before something happens, but that shot around the world will happen sooner or later. Yeah, let someone else talk. Have a good night, everybody.
All right, thank you. Yeah, well, let's hope. We'll see when that shot is heard around the world again, but I just don't see it. I don't know. I just don't see it. 302, go ahead.
Hey, good night. How's everybody doing?
All right.
So I, just come in out here on my night, doing my thing. One of those rare nights where I'm not working and shit. So, I hear a lot of stuff, man, stuff from every direction. Facebook's all got their, correspondents, I guess you'd call them, because they're just like the people on the news that come on there and tell you all these facts and all this shit. Man, nobody wants to hear that shit. Nobody. I got to be honest with you. All that technical bullshit. Motherfuckers aren't afraid. They're not. The governor of Jersey telling everybody come down here again and you got big trouble. I was just in Jersey yesterday. He's got a whole lot of trouble that he don't know about. You know what I mean? I'm a truck driver. You know that. Over at Amazon, I get out smoking a fucking blunt of marijuana while I pull up to Amazon to check in, and it's the bros. You know what I mean? So they all come out. They're like, yo, what the fuck? A truck driver pulls up bumping Wu-Tang, got a blunt hanging out of his mouth. He's got We the People tattooed on him with a tricorn. And they start turning the fuck up. Before you know it, we're all smoking a blunt in the fucking parking lot. You know what I mean? All on camera and shit. Listen, nobody gives a fuck about y'all. Nobody cares about what you're looking at, what your little dumbass eyes see. Nobody cares. Come down here and put your motherfucking hands on us and you got a fucking problem. Straight up. Because these people are ready to climb up their ass. I know that people can't see it. I know there's been a lot of things, and Joe, I know you've been.
Now, wait a second, brother. Down in Texas. Hang on, brother. Not to interrupt you, with all due respect. Down in Texas, the woman with the salon there, I was coordinating with a lot of people down there and friends. They put her ass in jail, and nobody did nothing. They all went home with their tail between their legs.
No, they put her.
Why?
They put her ass in jail. They put her ass in jail. She served out her sentence. And if you've seen the most recent news, they've been lighting her business up so amazingly. I mean, you should have seen her on the news.
Well, she raised $560,000 on GoFundMe. I'd like my house up, too, if I raised $500,000. Let's do it, man. You know, I mean, I'm all for it.
But see, that's the thing, though. Like y'all are all, but everybody's all naysaying and shit. Nobody's going to give a naysayer $500 and some $1,000. But
she went to prison, brother. She lost her freedom. She lost her freedom.
She went to prison for what she believed, and the people supported her to the tune of $500,000. Yes, sir. Going to prison for 7 fucking days got her $500,000. Nigga, if you would give me that deal, I'll go do it. I'll go do it tomorrow. What do you want?
I'll do it for 10 years.
I'll give you 14 fucking days for fucking $500,000, dog. Come on, dog.
Oh, I agree.
What are you saying? Listen, this woman.
What I'm saying is she lost something that doesn't have a price. What is freedom worth? What is freedom worth? $500,000?
She lost 7 days. She gained $500,000. She would have never made $500,000 in those 7 days of freedom, dog. What'd she lose? Loss is in perception.
She lost her freedom for 7 days. Listen, if I'm willing to listen, if I lose freedom, brother, for 1 day, that's worth no amount of money. I don't want to lose freedom at all, period, right?
I don't want to lose freedom at all. I like doing my thing. I like doing dabs and shit. I like smoking my weed. I like doing my thing, dog. My thing. Not anybody else's. Right. I don't like motherfuckers. When you come in and start, that's why I'm a truck driver. Because I couldn't work in a shop. In a welding shop for 6.5 years. Fought 3 dudes behind the fucking shop the entire length of my career. Didn't have to go too much, behind the shop. But we did. We got it the fuck in. And you know what? Bro, I got to tell you, I've worked myself into the place where I'm best at. I like working by myself. I don't like people watching over me. As long as I deliver the shit when I'm supposed to, I'm a fucking hero. I'm great. So, I've got myself in a position now. There's people in this life that hate the man just like I do, but they'll go through a life of listening to the man, not working anything out in their own life, not trying to make their situation any better, but to waste your time trudging through 15 years of fucking misery. That ain't my fault. That's your fucking fault.
Where do we draw the line, brother? Where does the line draw where people rise up? Okay, they how many patriots got to give their lives? How many got to give up and give their lives?
The lines have been drawn, and the thing of it is the thing that makes us the weakest are the people that are halfway, the mediocrity. It even says in the Bible, the lukewarm. Okay, so if you are one of those people that says that I love liberty, but I support in any measure the people that come take liberty, you don't really love liberty. You love liberty as far as you feel safe, and then you're done
now,
with liberty.
Now, wait a second, brother. If you love something, you'll protect it to the death. So if you really love liberty and they take the liberty from you, what do you, I mean, right? Well, hang on. If you love,
I know motherfuckers that love their wife. You said a bear losing their house, they're jumping the fuck out the window and worrying about the broad. I promise you. I promise you.
Well, we're talking about
like,
true love.
If motherfuckers say, here's what you're saying, and here's the truth of the matter. People say a lot of things.
Yep.
But the reality comes out in their actions, the fruit that they bear. That's why I tell everybody, hey, man, listen, if a motherfucker's, putting forth fruit, check out what kind of fruit it is before you take a bite. You might end up with something you don't want. And,
all right,
people jump in.
Hang on a second, brother. But the bottom line is the Patriot movement. What we were talking about, nobody's going to bust a grape in a fruit fight. Nothing's going to happen. They're going to control all of it. They're going to take our guns.
Well,
red flag laws. Wait a second here. Weren't you on the phone? Well, hang on. What, they took mine. They were there serving a 50B on me. What did I do? I mean,
man, listen,
we use deceptive measures, but the fact of the matter is go ahead.
I've watched people murdered. I've been in this game for 8 years. I've seen just about everything you can throw. I've seen women get their children taken unnecessarily. I've seen men get their children taken unnecessarily. I've seen men murdered.
It ain't gonna happen that way. But
I've seen men murdered after not committing any crime, no crime, and yet these people, these criminals, label them a criminal, and the people's opinion label them a criminal. And then if you show the people you allowed this guy to get murdered and he didn't even break the law, now they'll feel guilty, but he's gone and he ain't coming back. You know what I mean? But the truth of the matter is nobody feels.
So why are we out there on Michigan? Why are we out there in state capitals then yelling at empty office buildings when we should be at home gathering up our munitions and our people and educating our families? You hear what I'm saying? Why are we wasting time doing that?
Sorry, just took a dab. Well, we are. That's the short answer. There are some real live motherfuckers that are getting ready to trudge. There's a lot of instigators, provocateurs, implants, and all that shit. They're all left out in the cold because the fruits of their labor have revealed to the people around them who and what they are. So now,
whoa! You just said there are people ready to do what? To do what? What are these people ready to do, brother? Just give us the lowdown here, the breakthrough here, live on my show. What are these people ready to do? Do what? Start yelling at empty doors again? Protest? What are they going to do? What are they going to do? Break the country into a civil war and destroy everything, and then have a bunch of idiots out there running around? Yeah, man, we're going to do this and we'll rebuild this. And what are we going to do? Because these people got a better plan than us. I'll tell you that. They got a better plan than us, and they're more organized than us, and they got the guns, and they got the missiles, and they got the little the keys that turn the missiles. So what are we going to do to stop that?
Okay. I'm not going to argue about it, and I'm not going to reveal anything that I know to be coming down because it's just not the time, it's not the place.
No. I don't want specifics. No, I just want the overhead. I want the overhead of what the actual plan would be. How are we going to be better off tomorrow than we are today?
Well,
how's that for one?
Hold on one sec, man.
I don't know if you're going to survive tomorrow. We need to call 911.
No, I just took an extra large hit of dab, and the fucking oil goes down your throat. You coat your throat for a minute.
All right.
Then you cough it all out of there. But anyway.
We got you. Go ahead.
How are the people? Yes, I did. How are the people going to be better off?
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. I would say 80% of the population of the people out there around you are, for the most part, good people. When I say...
You want me to give you a minute? Because I got a bunch of callers on the line here. You want me to give you a minute?
Do that.
All right, let me give you a minute. Yeah, take a drink of water. I'll bring you back here in a minute. Because I'd like that answer. That's a very important answer. A lot of people want that answer, actually. 401, I'm going to bring you on. We'll go up the line here. 401, hang on. There he goes. 401. Right. Hello? 401. And what do you got? Water running? Is that what you want to do? You're in the shower, 401? Okay. All right, there you go. All right, let's see here. Go down the line here. 857. Go ahead. 857. Nope. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Okay, are you there? Are you okay? I guess that's the new thing for the show now. We got the my friend there, 302. You just got me a new call sign here. There, people are gonna every time they come on, they're gonna cough for a couple minutes. Come on, 857. What do you want to talk about? All right. I guess you could spoof your number, come back on a little bit later. I guess I don't know. All right, 409. Go ahead. Everybody's coughing tonight. All right. Everybody's coughing. That's good. That's
too
good.
early for this,
obviously, you guys don't have anything. Come on, man. You ain't got nothing. You want to start? All right. Let's see. 3, 2, 1. You want to cough too? A little bit. Go ahead. 3, 2, 1. We'll go right down the line. Everybody can do their cough if they want.
No, I don't have any cough. I have a used 2001 Ford F-150 pickup, 180,000 miles. It's got a few jizz stains on the dashboard, but those can be wiped off with Windex. I'm asking $2,000 or best offer. You can contact me in the chat room. This is Internet Friend in the chat room.
Oh, Internet Friend. I'm glad I know who you are, Internet Friend. By the way, I wanted to ask you, you could really make a lot of money. Go apply at Amazon and apply as a bottle opener. Okay? Internet Friend, bottle opener. And if you guys don't know who I'm talking about, just go to Internet Friend. You'll see what I'm talking about. He's real ugly. He could be a very good bottle opener. All right. Let's see. Move up down the line here. Private caller, go ahead. Private caller.
Hey, Joe, it's Mike from the chat room. Wanted to call and say thank you for doing a show on the prison topic of private prisons and say thank you. And wanted to get your opinion on, I heard Gold's Gym is going bankrupt. Did you hear anything about that?
I've been hearing that too, and really, to be honest with you, I don't know. As long as they take their latches and their hooks out of my freaking bank account and stop charging me that $40 a month, you know. I mean, they're gonna probably switch over to another name, Planet Fitness, or Rush, or what are the other gyms out there? I mean, I don't know. I mean, are they gonna switch their name, or are they gonna stay, or is somebody gonna buy out Gold's Gym and then keep the name Gold's? You know what I mean? I don't know. I just know the gym is still there. It's just closed because of this virus. That's all.
Yeah. Hey, one more thing I wanted to run by you. I was listening a while back when things were going haywire, and, you know, all this, the hashtag Me Too movement that all the women were doing there for a while, and all the feminism and all the sexual harassment crap that they pull, and it's gone too far. Well, they did that Me Too movement. What I'm saying is this. We need a men's right movement. And what I'm saying is hashtag men's rights or hashtag respect men. Because when the wife respected the husband, and excuse my language, fucking listened to the husband and would take the discipline and let him lead the family with the wife and kids, we didn't have as many of these problems. So I'm saying we need a men's right movement. That's right. I want Joey on board. I'm tired of the bullshit from the women. And, hey, keep kicking ass, Joe. I'm behind you. And get back in Gold's Gym as soon as you can.
All right. Well, that's great. You're absolutely that is hashtag. I mean, that is awesome. I like that. You know, the men need to stand up. These women out there, you know, running around. He's verbally abused me. He told me to do a load of laundry. I'm out of here. You know, and kidnap the kid, kidnap everything. Swipe $5,000 out of the checking account, and then by the way, your tax dollars are helping protect them. And let me tell you, you find out where they're at. They got freaking damn satellites from out of. Listen, man, we I shouldn't even be talking about this, but yeah, man, they got the protection. Trust me, they got freaking mercenaries freaking watching those places. All right, but they got all the protection. All they gotta do is say, he told me to do a load of laundry, and I feel abused.
That's what I'm
tell you, right? The men out there, brother, the men out there, you freaking take a freaking a toothpick out of the freaking holder in the kitchen. Larceny, you're under arrest. They will chase you down, but she gets to come back with the deputy sheriffs, and you got to leave. And she gets as long as she wants to take whatever she wants out of the house. And they got this big list. They, let's see, what they say on the list here? What is it? Workman tools. What the hell is she doing with my tools? Come on, man. Listen, I own a company, a landscaping business, and she has access to take my freaking tools? Don't even try that, Sam Page. Don't even do it, Sam Page. Don't do it. Don't do it. All right? All right, go ahead.
I can't believe that. But make sure you have a coherent strategy if you are not the provocateur. They want to make accusations like there's a sex tape or sex toys or guns or drugs.
Oh, yeah, one of those.
Don't take that crap. Have a coherent strategy, and they'll be the ones that are moonbats and in a concrete box. And hashtag men's rights and respect men. That's what I'm saying. These women, I'm tired of these women. They need to respect men. Am I right?
I agree. It's time for the men out there to rise up. All the men, even the one in the Peter Pan pants. Hey, I'm all for it because they can fight too. You know, those days. Hey, listen, man. A homosexual, he could fight better than me. I met homosexuals when I was in prison. Let me tell you something. Those they can fight. Those men. They'll kick your ass. They'll pull out a freaking razor blade and slap. You know, they'll go up and down your butt. You'll be wearing $1.50 across the face. You know, you stay away from those homos out there. They can fight, man. So don't mess with them, man. But yeah, man, we need to stick up for the men's rights. I agree. You're absolutely right. I agree. No matter which way you want to go. So stick up for the men. You got that right.
Hey, Joe.
All right, 3, 2, 1. All right, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, Joe.
Hang on. I'm sorry. Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, did you hear the announcement? Sam, you give him Sam Page a hard time, but did you hear the announcement he made publicly that, which anyone that don't know, Sam Page is the sheriff of Rockingham County. He said him and his officers will not be enforcing any stay-at-home laws or any do-not-travel laws or any laws that have to do with
but hang on, brother. But they're just going to take our guns, though. You know, because someone says something.
Well, that goes back because now then he has to because they're 50B, which we stated earlier in the beginning of the show. I thought, you know, that's a bunch of bullshit anyway. But he still has to follow the law. But what's written anyway? There is no law saying you have to stay at home. So you know.
Well, yeah, not yet, yeah, you know, so not yet. You're absolutely right. I agree.
That's right.
But yeah, I mean, he's supposed to be a constitutional sheriff. I'm wondering what 302 has to say about that. If he's okay now. Person number 1, guys. Anybody wants to get in? We still got an hour left here. 657-383-0616. Call in. You will get on unscreened, uncensored. Go ahead, back to 302, and then I'll get 321 on here. I got some private callers.
Hey, what's up, man?
Go ahead, 302.
I got it together.
All right.
Can you hear me?
All right.
Got me?
Yeah, because you spawned off about eight crank calls for that, you know. So I'm going to talk to you about that later. Go ahead.
It was fabulous. I like that shit. I think it's hilarious. You know why?
Got him.
Because I'm living life, and these faggots are mimicking a guy who's living and enjoying his life, and they're spending their life trying to imitate me. I love it, yo. I dig that shit. They
were trying to imitate you.
yeah. It's beautiful. You can't never get close to the real deal because I had that oil dripping down my throat, bro. And I'm gonna tell you, that shit there is 95% THC. Man, that thing is greasy, bro. It'll have you feeling sweet, you know? And I'm good. I feel good. So all that bullshit, him hacking and all that shit, I thought that shit was hilarious. It was making me laugh while I was coughing. It was fucking comical. But here's what I'm going to tell you. You know, the people that participate in Facebook and the people that go up to the capitals and all that shit, all those people aside, there's a really angry population in society that feels duped right now, especially the people that are close to New York that like were really, really worried for their lives and the lives of their families, and they really took this shit seriously. And now all the truth is spilling out, and they are fucking mad. Not only are they mad that their families' lives have been ruined for the past 2.5 months, they're mad that their bank account looks all fucked up. They're probably not going to be able to afford to do a whole lot because everything's all fucked up. And it's not really anybody's fault but the government. You feel me? They're realizing it.
Hey, brother, I didn't get no stimulus check. I didn't get no damn stimulus check.
I don't ever get anything from any of them because I don't participate in socialist programs. So I don't ever get anything from them, and I'm glad.
I'm always down for free money. I mean, I'll take $1,200 and I'll put it towards the movement.
I'm not down. Listen, when we was in prison, you come back with a box of Tasty Cakes on your bunk. Your best thing to do is just hold on to that when the motherfucker come for his shit. Give it back to him, straight up. For real, dog. I mean, like, I'm not lying.
You got it. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you're damn right I'm right. You're fucker now, I'm right. Listen, if you don't work for it, you don't earn it, keep your motherfucking hands off it. It's not yours. You're not entitled to it. Yeah, because I'm going to tell you, I support people having to work to make their way, because if you didn't, you would be a real lazy, unmotivated individual, and you really wouldn't amount to much anyway. Look at these people that don't have much to do in life. 400 pounds. All they do is eat, sleep, and shit. They watch these dumbass programs all day that tell them how to say. I mean, come on. Is that really what you want to aspire to? I mean, I know that going and slaving away your life isn't the way to go, but you don't want to end up like that either. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's got to be a happy medium. But
what about these red flags, brother? What about these red flag laws? These constitutional sheriffs who violate the Constitution. What are they like put on a list too? Like, I mean, they violate. I mean, say for instance, look, we're strong with the Constitution. We're with the Republicans out there. We're all out there. We're gonna fight back. We got things going in motion here supposedly, and we're gonna restore everything. And we're gonna freaking, we're gonna take back our government, which I don't know how. But
I'm
go ahead.
gonna tell you this: when you start fighting here, the world will never know peace again. That's just the bottom line. That's the reality, because these people, they're not going to lose, and if it looks like they will, they'll kill you all. They will. They'll blow this whole motherfucker up before they'll give it up. I mean that. So, we can all hope that it kicks off tomorrow. Me, I'm enjoying every day of peace, because I know when it does kick off, you motherfuckers are going to get everything you're looking for and then some.
Now, what do you mean by peace? Because there's a brother out there. Hang on a second. Because there's a brother out there that's getting killed and get his neck stomped down by the freaking snake, by the freaking New World Order. Someone's being thrown in a box. Someone's having their rights stripped away. So how can we enjoy peace while our brothers and sisters are being enslaved?
Well, that's just it. Nobody's really going to know peace here before too long anyway. Like, that's just the way it is. The thing that you call peace now is a facade. It's not really peace. You're just being subtly, quietly attacked in your food. So the ingredients in your food will give you cancer. It's known. It's widely, the FDA allows it. It's cool. They can
what's
use
up with the leaders out there,
supplement.
brother? What's up with the leaders of the Patriot movement? Where do we see ourselves 10 years from now? Do we have a plan? Is there a plan to make something right, or are we just talking junk? Or are we just talking junk and have no plan and say, hey, chaos everywhere, and we're just going to pick up the pieces and come together and pray to God, and hopefully it'll come together? Or are we just going to give up, lay down, and surrender?
No, we're not going to get. No, that's definitely not going to happen. There are guys that'll blow their whole fucking house up to get whoever they send. That's not going to happen at all.
Yeah.
Because one guy takes out fucking 40 guys times 1,000, they lose that war automatically. So, no, it's not. It's really not that. It's not that simple. It's really not that simple. It's way more complicated than that, Joe. People want simple answers. It's 2020. You want to order it today, have it here tomorrow. You know what I mean? But it's not that. It's the God's honest truth. In order to repair this country, yes, you need to cut loose for a minute. Sorry, it's just the bottom line. All these opinionated motherfuckers, bring your fucking opinions out when the weapons are fucking populating the land. Go ahead and bring your opinions out then.
But
you know what I mean?
But brother, isn't the militia a civil body? I mean, they operate in a civil order.
No, the militia has been battered and devastated by the last 15 to 20 years of federal infestation, federal programming. Because I'm going to tell you, all your militia for the last 15 years, for the most part, has been steered by the feds. So if you want to ask why you're not getting anywhere, well, it's because you keep following people that push ideals that the feds would push. The only way you're going to get anywhere is to support the guy that goes all the way the other way. That's it. That's the God's honest truth. He might sound a little different to you, or he might sound a little scary to your ears, but he's the guy that came in and taught George Washington's men how to fight because they didn't know how to. You know, he's your Friedrich von Wilhelm. You know, he's that guy. And you need to start listening to him because he knows what these people are capable of, what they will do. There's a lot of people that listen to people
but hang on a second,
hey,
brother. After the rise of the militia, listen, we can talk about the 1980s. I was just a young kid back then and turning in my teenage years, okay? The militia I saw that I was a part of rose up to the most prominent force that could possibly handle and that could have achieved its goals in 1993, 1995. And in 1995, 1996, and 1997, hang on, 1988.
Under Norm Olson, Michigan was at its strongest at 50,000.
No, he was just a front man. Listen, he was just a front man. Trust me. Listen, I was there in Colorado with all the groups. I was there with him. I was there with every Klan group, every skinhead group, every Aryan Nation group.
Right.
I was there at Metzger, all of them. I was there. I met them all.
Right.
Okay, I was there at Metzger, all of them. Okay, and they had this plan that was going to happen in Colorado. All right, and they fanned out. And as they fanned out, all right, we're going to infiltrate this group. We're going to infiltrate that group. Okay, we're going to infiltrate that group. Ping that guy, ping that guy. And what they did was they dissected the large ones first.
Yes, they did.
And then they sent Morris Dees. They sent Morris Dees, that scumbag Morris Dees. They started seizing properties, compounds and crap. And then as time went on, 2001 comes, 2002 comes, 2004 comes. Now you come in. What do you see in 2004, Bear? Talk to me. What do you see? What do you see in 2005?
2004, it was in total turmoil. Everybody was interfighting, grappling for power.
Exactly.
You know. And
but why not move? And what you had in the mid '90s. Why not move them? They were sick of the government. You had the assault weapons ban. That was a good enough beat up right there. That was reason enough. I remember, will they ban handguns next? I remember that flyer. I remember that flyer they handed me. Will they ban handguns next? And they roll over all stacked, blah, 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 blah. And they got everybody, we're going to march. Nothing ever happened. What the hell, man? They had the numbers. They had the people. They had the congressmen. They had the senators. There were even senators. But what happened?
They weren't.
So where are we going to so my point is, I know. So my point of it is, are we willing today with what we have now? Or is it just more talk and more hype?
Everyone's life has been affected by the government in the last few months, and everybody understands.
Good point. That's a good point. That is a good point. Everybody's life has been affected.
Everyone.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you can go to Trockman, you know, Randy Miller, you know, you go all these guys. I was there, man. You know, Carl Warden. You know, you go all these guys that I remember those days, man. You know, and the thing of it is, you're right. The government has, but back then there was too, in a way. I mean, everyone watched Waco. Everyone watched Ruby Ridge. Everyone knew about it, but everyone stood down.
And
everyone
there's been little incidents. There's also been little incidents over the few years in the interim of that Waco. There's been.
I see other callers out there. I see other callers. I will get to you. I will get to you. 657-383-0616.
There was a National Guard armory that got hit in Kentucky once upon a time. I had never heard anything about it till I got locked up. I got locked up down there, and the boys.
But what do you tell the pastors out there, brother? Brother, what do you tell the pastors of the churches out there and the church people? Yeah. Where are they in all this? Because during the Revolution, you had the spiritual core.
If I had all the pastors in one room in this country, if I had them all in one room, I would ask them why they're not beating the money changers out of our Father's house. That's what I would ask them all collectively, if I could. If I had their ears and I had, I would ask them.
Well,
why,
I'm sure there are some calling in.
Oh yeah, there's men out there. I know I got 2 churches volunteered. If we ever got guys that are pursued by the FBI, they'll help hide them out. 2 of them out of a whole state.
Well, amen to that. Amen.
Yeah, amen to that. They are willing to put God's people above what the opinions of man say. The opinions of man are written by people who are bought, paid for, and corrupted. Why would you even listen to that shit? You need to throw it all out. It's trash at this point. It's always been. You just didn't know it. Because it's all been a facade the whole time. None of these people, these state police out here pulling you over, they don't have any authority. Oh, I took an oath on the Constitution. Show me in the Constitution where you belong existing. You don't. So get out. If you took an oath on the Constitution,
yeah,
why
that's
do
an
you
interesting
exist?
point. I don't know. Is there any pastors out there that want to queue in here? I thought I saw a few numbers up there. I thought I saw somebody from Wyoming that I know, and I think I saw somebody from Connecticut that I know. Press the number 1. That'd be great. 657-383-0616. He said if he had all the pastors in one room, that'd be a great question to ask them. Are they, to come on this show and answer that question? Why, or how they would handle it? That would be great. Press the number 1. I'll take 978. See what we got. 978. Go ahead. I might recognize that number. 978. No. Yes.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Hello.
Yes.
I'm
go
interested
ahead.
in that truck. Can you hear me?
Yeah. All right. You're
it's
interested in the truck.
man.
Come on. Oh,
Yeah, go to the,
you're
go to the
chat.
I'm
chat.
interested in the truck.
Go to the chat.
Yeah, go to the chat room then. Go to the chat room then if you're interested in a truck. We're not selling trucks here live on the air. Let's see here. Move up and down the line here. 409. 409. Go ahead. No? Yes? Going once? Going twice? Area code 409. You're still coughing. All right. There you go. All right. Funny.
Imitation.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's what you're going to get. Go ahead, private caller. I had some live ones on here, but I didn't get there in time. Go ahead, private caller.
Good evening, Dr. Gibson. This is Dr. Peter Paul Ventura calling in from Terryville, Connecticut.
Yeah, okay. Go ahead. What do you want?
Good evening, Dr. Gibson. I just wanted to say that I am now in Terryville, Connecticut. I will still be broadcasting for Bible Believers Church in Imperial Beach. I left people there to run that service, but I'm running an orphanage and a ministry here in Terryville, Connecticut. The orphanage has been very successful. I want to invite anyone that has troubled kids to turn them over to me. I can better their lives. I can do a lot for them. I can do a lot for you too. Just bring them on over to me. Dr. Peter Paul Ventura, I can do so much with young kids. You wouldn't believe what I can do. Females preferred, of course, 17 and under.
All right. Get out of here. What the hell is he?
Well, Dr. Gibson, if I may finish.
Yeah, all right, get lost.
Let me finish. So here in Terryville, Connecticut, we have lots of services that work.
There, all right, he's muted. What a jackass. Unbelievable. What the hell? Come on, these guys. You got to laugh. That guy was waiting for 52 minutes to get on this show. Unbelievable. 352, go ahead. 352. Talking about something serious here. Take away from it.
Hey, you realize that guy was waiting 52 minutes to talk about how he wants to fondle kids, man. You got to really have some
I know.
shit up in your ass. You really should go talk to somebody about that, yo. That's tendencies. You know, when you think about it and entertain it to that level like that motherfucker's plotting on somebody's kids, man. You really got to watch out for that cat.
He
there.
is.
That cat there is
and that's right. That is a crime.
Do you know who that is?
Yeah.
You should.
Yeah, I got his number. Yeah, I got his number, actually. I got it written down. He calls it like these spoof numbers.
When it does pop off, you need to let the militia boys in that area know they got a potential pedo right there. You need to let them know.
Oh, tell me, what are they gonna do with his arms and legs?
If he ends up in your wire and he ends up touching your kids, that's on you. If you didn't inform him, that's on y'all. Because I'm not in your AO. That's your shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, that guy is sick. Obviously, you're absolutely correct, and that is disgusting. Talking about, but I see your point. But why don't we round these guys up now? Why do we got to wait for something to jump off? Why don't we? Where are these guys at now? Do we know? I mean, why not? Let's get them now. Let's go get them now.
The thing of it is, bro, is it really needs to develop naturally. Like everybody wants their own way. It doesn't work that way, man. We're not in control. You know what I mean? There's a higher power in control, and on his time and on his
I know,
will,
the
we
law.
will go.
Yeah.
We will go. The law. I don't give a fuck about that, man. I'm talking about God, dude. Like, I'm not waiting for the law.
No, God's not in control, brother. God's not in control right now of America. God is not in control right now. At least we don't think. He is in control, but he's not persuading us to be in control.
God's got it all. God's got it all.
Yeah, but he's not. But then why are we not acting more godly as a people? Can you answer that question for me?
Because
why are we not acting more godly?
Because you've acted way ungodly as a people, so you got retribution coming. You got punishment coming. You've acted way ungodly. You've allowed infants to get murdered. You've allowed a lot of crazy shit. You got punishment coming, dude. You bought that.
Whoa. I didn't allow infants to be murdered, brother. I didn't allow infants to be murdered.
You sat around and allowed. You're in America. I bought it just as much as you did. It's on my shoulder. It's in my backpack, too, though. We got it coming as a fucking people. We have led our people. We have not. I'm good. We have not loved our neighbor enough to keep our babies safe. We have not loved our neighbor. We have not looked outside our own situation to look out for somebody else. We haven't followed fucking orders. You got it coming. It's that simple.
All right, so,
I mean,
you're saying because
I understand everybody wants to
So wait a
pass
second
above.
here. Hang on. No, seriously, all serious aside, I'm out here doing the best I can do for my family and everything else, and the world is tearing me apart, striking me down. You're telling me I still got to pay for the sins of my next door neighbor?
Yeah, we all got paid equally, bro. I mean, we live here. Allowed it collectively as a people. I mean, God punished in the Bible. He punished whole people. You know what I mean? Now, granted, he punished a couple of them. Okay. I'm not being loud. I'm on a radio program. Right. Yeah, I can't with traffic running by. I can't really talk like that. It's distracting. It's crazy. A wooden fence stops the traffic sound from coming over the fence. This guy crazy. Man. That's what that beer is. You drink them beers from the time you wake up to the time you go to sleep. That's
and you guys are driving down the highway at 85 miles an hour.
No. I'm sitting in this guy's basement. I helped him build a fence a couple weeks ago.
I thought you guys were in a truck.
Nah,
right.
he's planning on having a party over here Saturday. And I came over to make sure,
When we got all these people out there suffering, brother. We got all these people out there suffering, getting robbed. Man, we don't need to be partying. Yeah. We need to be working.
Maintaining your social distancing.
And your social distancing. Don't forget that.
Yeah, you can, well, I mean, we don't give a fuck about this. That social distancing is going to eat a dick. But the thing of it is some of the men know that they'll be in business soon. They'll be working soon, so they want to celebrate. If you're in, you guys, I mean, like, there's a lot of people suffering. I can't fix that right now with the flexible muscle, so, I'm not going to let it push me over the edge to where there's a lot of people.
But you are responsible, though. But you are responsible.
I am. Yes, I am, and I'm going to get punished.
We all got to suffer.
And my lifestyle. My lifestyle is going to be affected by the actions of the whole here very shortly. Yes, sir. You're absolutely correct. My lifestyle, your lifestyle, everybody you know. It's not. Nobody's going to escape it. Listen, if you think somebody's got a fucking get out of jail free card or that couple $1 million in the bank is going to help them, no sir. Famine.
All right, let me move on. Let me take some other ones here. I might want to interject with you on that conversation. Actually, let me try 619. 619. Go ahead, 619.
Yes, my question is to Dr. Barry. This is Dr.
this guy again.
Yeah.
Are you interested in the
Lord. Now he calls in from a 619 number.
Yeah, because he's trying to grope. He's trying to grope children. That's what he wants to talk to you about.
Dr. Barry, do you have any kids? Dr. Barry, would you like to? I want to offer my services to you, Dr. Barry. What do you think? And if you don't mind, you could bring some of your cannabis over. We can teach the little kids how to not smoke it. Maybe have them get a little high there. What do you think, Dr. Barry?
I don't know any Dr. Barry, so I don't know what.
He's not Dr. Barry yet. He doesn't know any Dr. Barry.
This guy's got some fantasy.
Yeah, he's something else. He's something else. Yeah, he's one of your followers. Every time you come on, he always follows you.
Here's what it is: that deep-seated psychological shit got him thinking that everybody's doctors because he's playing hospital with everybody. He wants to fondle everybody's kids, man. That guy's dangerous, yo. That guy's a real weird dude. Yo, I'm telling you, that's one of them fucking Hannibal Lecter type motherfuckers. You will open the front door and his crib is all dirt floors. It's all dirt floors and a fucking like clay thing to sit on in the corner. You know what I mean? Motherfucker ain't got no power or nothing because he got him in the dungeon.
We got some private callers here. Yeah, we got some private callers. Go ahead, private caller.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead, private caller. Go ahead. No, you don't want to go. You don't want to go private caller. All right. You don't want to go next private caller. Next private caller then. No, you two. No. All right. How about let's go on next private caller? Hang on, we'll go down the line here. We'll just keep it on the line. Private caller.
Yep. This is Dr. Peter Paul Ventura once
again.
There
you go.
Oh my God! There he goes. He's calling in 3 times at once.
That man has connection.
That doctor thing is, I'm telling you, that doctor thing is deep-seated, bro. It might have been a doctor that cracked his cheeks, Joe. It might not have been like, you know what I mean, a couple of dudes. It might have been a doctor that cracked them cheeks.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I
Listen,
think
anyone new wants to get on here, man? Anyone new wants to get? We started off pretty good, but it's getting late, so we're probably running out of gas. So come on, man. Anyone new? 409. Go ahead, 409. No, yes, no.
Doctor thumb in that sphincter. Doctor thumb in that sphincter, ain't it, though? Doctor's finger popping that sphincter with his thumb, ain't he? Thumbnail scratch on that ass.
Where's Vendelicon at? Vendelicon wants to give a commercial here. He contacted me the other night. I don't know where he is. I don't know if he wants to get some time here before we wrap it up, because it is getting late. Press the number 1, everybody. There we go, 506. Go ahead, 506. I don't see it. I don't see any 978. Hello. Oh, I see a 978. All right. Hello. How you doing?
Gib. Son of a Gib.
Son of a Gib.
I love that. Hello.
Hello.
What can we do for you, Mr. Canada?
I wanted to say hello to Roy Lee and Son of a Gib and Bitch Berry.
Hug the penis,
oh,
nigga.
God.
Oh, Lord. You fucking faggot. Hug the fucking penis. Bitch, mate. I feel you.
You will not say
unbelievable. Why you got to start in, man? Come on, man. You did pretty good there. I allowed you to do the hello.
I'll cut your fucking tongue out your face if you got the balls to step to me, dog. I cut that shit right out your face. I won't even nip your teeth with the blade, nigga.
For the bikers.
I feel you. I know, but that's why you hide behind numbers. That's why you hide behind different numbers. Because you're a bitch. I don't hide. I wear a tricorn. I'm easy to find. Come over here.
I got his number right here.
You like doing to them kids?
Canada.
I got his number.
Come to Canada, and you will be forced to make poutine for me. I will make you.
Unbelievable.
He's trying, protein.
What a jerk.
He wants motherfuckers to jerk off in his mouth. That's what he's looking for.
Yeah. Hang on, I'm going to send you his number. He's looking for protein.
He's looking for protein shakes. I don't want that shit. I'm on a living spree, dog. Listen, we get ready to have a party out this motherfucker. We're trying to size up the horseshoe pit and everything. We got to have about 50 motherfuckers out here.
Barry.
Oh, he's got a good music video.
I think that's a little much, though. I think, listen, where's...
Yeah, let me get ready to have him. He keeps talking, but he won't talk.
Barry.
What? Speak your piece, 506. Come on. Knock it off. Come on.
I just wanted to say...
What do you want? All right. We don't need to insult Barry, okay? I'm not going to allow that. All right, 978. Come on. Let's move along here. We're going to pull that crap.
He ain't insulting me. That faggot ain't saying it's sweet.
I know he's not. But he does it to me, too.
That.
All right, 978.
I like
978. Go ahead.
I appreciate it.
Hey, good evening, Dr. Gibson and Dr. Berry. It's been a great show.
Shit. More doctors.
I wish
Dr. I'll tell you, man. Doctor fondled them cheeks. Doctor fondled them cheeks. So I know a doctor got that guy. That's a deep-seated shit.
Where can I donate to Dr. Peter Paul Ventura's orphanage? I would like to support that. That is a cause I can get behind, and hopefully maybe I can volunteer there and help out with the little girls there.
You feel me,
and, you know, maybe put knives to their throats and everything. That'll be fun.
Yo.
But anyways, I'd like to buy that truck. Is that truck still available? Can you give me the information for the truck?
Chat room, buddy. Chat room for
Barry,
that.
are you black? Barry, are you black? All
Me?
of a sudden you turn black on us. All of a sudden you sound like Mandela Coon over there.
Big black and veiny, dog. Big black and veiny. Yeah.
You sound like Mandela nigger. You
hug the
Mandela
penis,
nigger over there.
Hug the
Mandela
penis.
Coon.
I see it.
Hey, Joe, let's make this a nigger-free show tonight. How about that? That sounds like a good plan.
Oh, Lord.
That's,
now
you
know,
know,
oh my God.
You notice the racial tint in the media? You know, I'm telling you, that's one of the provocateur feds pushing. You know what I mean? That's one of them, you know. That's one.
In the media, yeah, we've all noticed.
Now, why you got to insult blacks, and everything? What's your problem with that? What's the deal with that? Come on. Now, what's wrong with black people?
What do you mean, who's insulting them?
I don't know. You said, well, what do you mean by nigger-free show? What do you mean by that?
Right.
I prefer a nigger-free show. I mean, it's been great so far. We haven't had any.
Who are niggers? What's a nigger? What's a nigger? What's a nigger? Well,
exactly.
You know.
He called me a
what
nigger.
Is the
term? He called me a nigger. He called me a nigger. Yeah, he called me a nigger.
Yeah, Barry's a nigger?
Yeah,
Is Barry a nigger? Really?
He called me a nigger, yeah.
This motherfucker sounds like one. He acts like one.
I sound and act like a nigger. That's what I sound like, a nigger. That's what he said.
So, what's a nigger sound like? I need to know that. Trust me, I know what one sounds like. Trust me.
That's crazy.
Well, anyway, go ahead, Jessica. What's a nigger sound like? Tell me, please.
Sounds like Barry.
Oh,
huh?
Yeah, like Barry. Typical Barry. Barry's a prototype.
Like Barry. Yeah, Barry.
Sounds like
Come on.
Barry.
Whoa.
I meant.
What is? Come on, man. Why you got to turn it into that? You just kicked me off every freaking other radio show out there.
From Georgia or Louisiana or some down south.
No, that motherfucker probably forgot where he's from. Yo. He's a Fed motherfucker. One of them fucking.
Yeah, he's a Fed. He's a Fed.
One of
trying to get me on a hate crime.
Babies. The fucking
he's trying to get me. Yeah. He's collecting
coming
a thumb
up
check.
here, yo. It's hard up here.
Hey, can you pass me through to the guy selling the truck?
The cotton field. You know
and
what I mean?
Do you think you
drive
can
that truck?
You
can drive that truck up your candy ass, faggot. You can drive that.
Fucking cows or something.
You do something, dog. Just get the fuck out of Dodge. Yeah, don't nobody feel like hearing this faggot talk about that truck.
Yeah, we don't want to hear that. We don't want to hear that. All right, yeah, let's get rid of him. All right, everybody, it's getting a little riled up here on the end of the show. Yeah, we'll get rid. I got him muted. All right, I didn't know if you want to go round with him or not, so that's why I left him on. All right, listen, wrap up the show here. Come on, everybody wrap up the show. Everybody wrap up the show. Just tell your thing, man. We got a lot of listeners here. I'm not going to take any new calls because it's getting out of hand. Listen, wrap up the show. It's getting out of hand. So, Barry, go ahead. Give me your prognosis of everything out there. Go ahead. You get the rhymes and riddles and the tells and whatnot to wrap it up, and then I'll get to 336. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, you know, the important thing is as dark as it gets, you know, don't lose faith. Maintain your heart, maintain your strength. Fear isn't really what we do, man. If you're afraid of what's to come, probably not working with the right guy anyway. You know what I mean? Get right with the Lord. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Who's in the background? We got somebody in the background. Is that you, Barry, with somebody in the background?
Yeah, that's my boy. I told you I'm over here. We're surveying
the
area.
Well, I didn't know because I thought I didn't know. I didn't want anybody interrupting you.
We're doing dab hits and surveying for a weekend party we're gonna have. I'm gonna go to work for a couple days, come back. It'd be a party out here.
I got you.
And I mean,
got
listen,
202 on the line. That's Washington D.C. I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna end up. I'm trying.
Hang on, let me give it 202 real quick. Just shout out. Go ahead, 202. You got something to say?
Joe, Special Agent Lance James, CIA.
Oh, boy. CIA's on the line. Here we go. Go ahead. What do you need?
Agent Dickbag. The unconstitutional standing army.
Hey, Barry, shut the fuck up when I'm sparking, all right?
Eat a dick, faggot. That's what you can do. Fuck your mother. Fuck your mother and your entire agency And those who pay you, you fucking money lapdog. You fucking money lapdog. Nobody gives a fuck about you. We don't give a fuck about you. Eat a dick. You know what? Why don't you come down here and show me your badge, pussy? Show me that. Show me what you got. Show up, dog. Show up. Show up, dog. That's all you gotta do. Fear and atmosphere, nigga.
Very sounds like me now when it gets
That's the only thing separating us. Fear and atmosphere. That's the only thing separating us. Your fear and the atmosphere between us, motherfucker.
Hey, you better keep it down or that boy's gonna come from downstairs again.
Man, listen, I hear you. Keep this down, dog. Why don't you come put me down? Come put me down. Come put me down. Come put me down. Come do it. Come do it. Come do it. Come to my hood, dog. I dare you. Come on over here. Uncle Tom, ass motherfucker. He's trying to imitate black people because he called me a fucking nigger a minute ago. Faggot ass motherfucker.
I know. Yeah, I got you. I think I may have a real live one on. Hang on, Barry. Hang on. Barry, hang on. Let's go to 224. Go ahead, 224. Go ahead. Come on, bring some reason to the show. 224. Come on. 224, you're live. You pressed 1 if you did it by accident. 224. No. Yes. No. Yes. No. What? You there? I'm going to mute you. And I think I may have disconnected you by accident. There he is. 224. Come on. Do you want on or not? You're unmuted. No. All right. That's fine. 224. I thought you had something to say. All right. Barry, go ahead. Give us a wrap up at 336, please. Go ahead. We'll wrap it up here because
he's great. Somebody doing 150 every night.
Hey man, that's all I had to say, man. Was maintain the spirit. That's all. That's my message. That's what I close out. Maintain the spirit.
All right, yeah, man. Listen, I appreciate it. I don't know who these guys are. I let them on, and 978. Somebody told me to let him on, but he wasn't sure what he was going to say, so. I got the same other spoofed numbers on here, so I'm not going to give him a chance. 336, you want to say something real quick to Barry or no? Or
no, that's all right. Yeah, you let him on at the end of the show. I mean, that's the thing. Let him on at the end of the show and have the entertainment factor because the first half of the show was all on spot and on point. It was good talking and everything else, and that's all you can expect out of anything on the internet. So it's you got They want to play and everything else. That's fine. Let them play. But after the series, this is over. That's good. But I ain't got no problem with nobody doing things in their personal time, anything like that. But I'm not trying to pick a fight with Barry or anything. But Barry, do you smoke weed while you're driving a truck?
Do what?
Do you smoke weed while you're driving a truck?
I mean, what's your definition of while you're driving? I mean, like while I'm out there on my break.
While I'm on my break
I'm not
time,
picking on
like
you. On my
I'm
personal
not
time. Like, cause
no.
Listen,
On your personal time, I don't give a shit what you do.
Well, you know that I go out for days at a time. I mean, I've shared that much about myself on the radio. So, and being out there for days at a time, there are people that I know all across this country. So if I get close to somebody, I may go hang out with a motherfucker, and we may blow. I'm on my time. I'm not even in the truck. So
no, that's what I'm asking. Yeah, that's what I'm asking, Barry. That's all. If you're rolling down Interstate 95, are you smoking a blunt? Is what I'm asking.
Fucking yeah. Listen, that wasn't me. That was the dude behind me.
No, I'm not.
I mean,
like I said, I'm just saying a gotcha question, man. I'm just.
All right. Well, here it is. After almost 20 years, I've had no fatal accidents, no injury accidents, no damaged property accidents, and racked up over $3.9 million worth of salary. So I've done all right, dog. You know what I mean?
Well, that's fine. We know you're not going to smoke a blunt and go 100 miles an hour, okay? So we know that's not going to happen. I mean, if you're a man that believes in written law and you want to keep bringing up the Constitution, how about believing in laws that are written today? And you shouldn't do that while you're driving. I don't give a shit what you do on CDL. You can shoot up heroin and everything else when you're on your time off. But when you're on the road, though, shouldn't you abide by the laws on the road?
The FMCSA has no authority to write any laws, so who am I obeying?
This
guy worships the law. He's an authoritarian. You know what I mean? The law. The law is also telling you to go get tested for COVID and go get vaccines and all that shit. Man, we ain't trying.
Yeah, we ain't doing none of that shit. I can guarantee you that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the thing of it is how can you selectively pick laws though, bro? You feel me? Like now, all of a sudden, the law, we ain't doing that now. But listen, man, tobacco is not really that much different than marijuana. It has similar effects on the body. Those that
I've never smoked a cigarette and got the munchies. Okay.
Hey, yeah, I don't get the munchies from smoking. It's a suppressant in that respect. But if you ever got locked up for like 3 or 4 days at a time, get out and smoke a cigarette, you sure as fuck spin like a son of a bitch.
I'll give that to you. You're right. You quit smoking for 3 or 4 days and smoke a cigarette and watch what happens. Yeah.
Right.
You're right on that.
But like the thing of it is, bro, is people that smoke for long periods. I've smoked weed for 30 years of my life. I really appreciate what marijuana does for me as a person. I don't have to go to a doctor to get chemicals to say, hey, I'm too anxious. I don't think I act right in society. Like, I don't have any of those problems. My kids are well raised. Everywhere I go, people, talk about how well-mannered my children are. I've raised my children without a mother. They don't even know their biological mom. I've done good in my life, man. I'm happy with where I'm at.
Well, good. I'm happy. But no, I wasn't. Like I said, it wasn't a gotcha question. I was just curious. That's all. Because
I'm really at the best place I've ever been in my life, man. I'm proud of myself. I've done a lot of good things. I've helped a lot of people. You know what I mean? I give. I donate. I am a constitutionalist, as you pointed out. So I'm Hillsdale alumni. For the last 7 years of my life, every month they charge $50 off my visa so they can teach other people the Constitution as well as I know. I've done things, bro. And quietly. I don't put it out there. I don't do it for pats on the back and shit.
Well, let me ask you another question then. And like I said, it's not a gotcha question. If you can't believe the laws and you can't follow laws that man has written recently, because you said who are them to write the laws? Well, who are them to write the Constitution back then to make the law of the land?
I've watched lawmen murder people firsthand. Like I've listened to it happen. It all go down, where they were, how it all went. I've watched the law do these things to people, and then you want me to say that they're the people that I should be listening to. These are the people that'll go shoot into a house with a guy sleeping. Man, that's the law these days. I know gangsters that won't do that. They'll at least knock on your door, want to face you, at least let you know who it is that got beef with you, man.
That's happened 3 times in Winston-Salem, North Carolina in the past week.
Yeah.
So don't use that one for reference. But the law has always been crooked. There's always going to be the bad guys in the law that don't follow the rules and everything else. But for the most part, most police officers and everything are good people. They have a family to go home to at the end of the day also.
Listen, I'm not saying they're good. I'm not saying they're bad. I'm not blanketing anybody. What I'm saying is this. To go in and say that murder is okay because somebody told me to, you know what I mean? To say that, because somebody told me it's okay, I can go gun somebody down, I'm going to go do it. I mean, you should think of your family before you do something like that, because how would your family feel about watching your actions in action while you're doing that? I don't think your family would like that, would they?
Well, if a guy is held up in his house and he shoots a couple shots off at the police outside trying to serve a warrant on him, do they not have the same right to return fire?
I mean,
your life's in danger. It doesn't matter if you're a police officer or not. Once a shot's been fired, you can be spit on it, and that's considered an assault. Once your life has been endangered, you're allowed to defend it with up to and including deadly force, whether you're a police officer or a 7-year-old girl walking down the street.
Right.
So you can't say police are unjustly killing people if someone's poking a gun out a window shooting at you.
Well, I mean, but when you're let me ask you a question. If they were a threat and they were, heinous in society, why aren't they holed up somewhere that they've been backed into a corner after committing this crime? You're going to their house, their safety net, their last place on earth, their last stand.
If they committed a crime, you're damn right. You go to their house and you arrest them.
Well, I mean, and what some of these people's crimes. Look at FPS Russia. He had a quarter ounce of marijuana and they stole $400,000 worth of his guns. How do you justify that, bro? How?
Well, you can't justify that, but do we know the whole story? Was he a lifelong felon?
Look at Kevin.
Did he have a record, a rap sheet a mile long? I mean, you can't believe just what you see on the internet and what you read and what you hear.
Okay,
you got to do a little more digging and deep. And 99%. I'm not saying it doesn't happen, Barry. I'm just saying 99% of the time there's deeper things involved that we don't get educated on before we come to our conclusions.
I'll take personal experience then. Take Kevin Casey Massey, who was down on private property after being invited by a private property owner to patrol and defend his property because the government was not doing their job. So Kevin goes down and videotapes the Border Patrol unlocking the gate and allowing illegals with backpacks full of contraband through. 2 days later, after they do that twice, night vision cameras at night, they take federal fire from an agent who is trespassing on private property. A day and a half later, Kevin gets taken into custody, charged by the federal government for breaking the law on private property in the state of Texas. The federal government had no jurisdiction, but through court rules, did not allow Kevin a jury trial. They also made him maintain the public defender on his third attorney. He was not allowed to fire him, and none of them would press the jurisdiction issue. Why didn't Texas lock him up? If he broke a crime.
That's one case, though. That's one case. To say it's happening all the time is a far misconception.
It's one case where a man was imprisoned falsely under no pretense for 4 years. His wife left him. His life ruined. His business all the way in the shitter. Man gets out, has nothing left, and the Fed's still pursuing to his death. Come on, bro.
Well, I mean, and it shouldn't have been. But going back to the original question, you're preaching the laws and the Constitution, but then you don't follow today's laws. I mean, you can't say one thing out of one side of your mouth and then do the other out of the other side of your mouth.
Statutes and codes are not laws. They're not lawful. They have no constitutional
They're not
authority.
lawful.
My state, no, they're not at all. The speed limit is not.
So in other words, you
lawful
shouldn't drink a 40-ounce Colt 45 and drive down the road. That's not lawful. You should be able to do that.
Hurt, sir. If nobody's hurt,
if nobody's hurt,
fucking business.
If nobody's
it's not your
that's
fucking
a crackpot excuse for people that do it. Well, I didn't hurt nobody.
I don't drink. So you're
I'm not saying you do. I'm just using it as an example.
Right. You're using it and you're going into the realm of possibilities, and I don't live in that realm. I live in shit that goes down, shit that really happens, and fucking facts. If you want to live in some fairy tale fucking world of Disney, that's on you. Go live in fucking Disney World and sprinkle picky dust. I don't fucking live in that world. I don't live in what might happen. I don't live in an asteroid might collide with the fucking planet. I don't live there, bro. I'm sorry.
Well, it might. We don't know that.
Oh, my God. I don't
I'll tell you. The world I live in is the world of reality and common sense. And to go out there and do something and alter your mind or your self-being and get behind an 80,000-pound vehicle and put it on a freeway where you're not only endangering yourself but people around you, but it's never happened before, so it must be okay. That is incompetent and ignorant, and also disrespectful to everybody else in the world.
Going to stop people. If laws stop people from doing this, then why do we have people breaking laws? And it all lends the money because they pay.
Why do we have people breaking laws? Why do people rob banks?
O.J. Simpson murdered 2 people and paid enough money to get the fuck away with it. You weren't worried about that shit. Fuck out of here, man. You guys are crazy and fuck. Like, laws stop shit from happening. That's retarded.
Obviously, they don't stop you from doing dope and driving an 80,000-pound vehicle down the road.
Oh, my God. You're trying to fucking ensnare me and entrap me, dog. You're not going to do it. You're a dumb
I'm not entrapping you. You already admitted
to
doing it. You said nothing. You've had a perfectly clean driving record for 30 years.
No, the guy.
See, I'm listening. You're not.
The guy behind me who's in the company of me said, yeah, we blow and drive, motherfucker. And I made sure that, hey, that wasn't me. I didn't say that. Yeah, it wasn't me, dude. So, you know what, man? You can say whatever
it wasn't
you want.
you.
Build
Damn,
your fucking
he's got a better voice changer than some of these people on the internet.
Build your fucking case and come get me. Build your case.
I'm not trying to build a case against you, Barry. It was a simple freaking question to counteract on your damn freaking views against the laws of the Constitution.
Hey, let me be. How many people have you gunned down in your career? How many people?
How many people have I gunned? I at least do 2 or 3 a day.
Right. See what I mean? Right.
I mean, really. I mean,
right.
I got a whole little army up underneath me.
Right. Yeah, I bet you do.
I do. I mean, I got a whole bunch of little IT nerds that work underneath me with glasses, with tape around the middle of them. they pack, man.
Yeah.
The same guy on the phone when the guy was talking, and you
probably more than most likely.
Is it the same guy?
Yeah.
No, this ain't the same guy. I'm a totally different person. I haven't disguised my voice or nothing all damn night. I am who I say I am. But because I gave him a hard question, he got defensive and then he started with the damn attack mode on me.
It's not a hard question. These laws that you follow have no constitutional basis. It's a very easy question. You follow things you shouldn't supposed to follow, and you want to blame me for it. And your fear
I'm not blaming
of what
you.
might lie under your bed makes you want to take people's liberties away. You're a closet socialist.
Take people's liberties away. Why? By saying you can't drink a 45 ounce and get behind a vehicle and go 80 miles an hour down a highway while me and my family are traveling in a minivan going the opposite direction, but you're drunk so you might swerve. So you're saying that's taking someone's liberties away by saying, no, you can't drink and drive. You cannot use a motor vehicle or you cannot do anything in public that may endanger your ability and my safety, because it alters the way you think.
And I know guys
if you don't think marijuana alters the way you think, you said it 20 minutes ago. You said you like the way it makes me feel.
Like this guy saying the 40 will polish everybody. Yeah, this guy's saying like a 40 will polish everybody, and they'll be so drunk they'll be killing your fucking family going down the road. I know guys that drink 160 fucking ounces and play a fucking football game probably beat you. You know what I mean? For real. You know
Andre the Giant drank 105 beers, but that don't matter. That's
right. Okay.
That's completely irrelevant to what I'm talking about.
What is extremely relevant is that in the realm of real law, if no one is hurt, there's no crime committed. So I don't really want to delve into it any further than that.
Why do we have to wait till someone is hurt before crime is committed? Why do I have to wait before somebody kills my family before a crime is committed because they want to get drunk before they operate the vehicle? Do you see my point here at all? Or are you just too blindsided by it's my right to do this that you can't damn see that past your little damn sunglasses?
You want to take liberties for fear. I can never support that. I got my soda still down there.
It's not that, Barry. It's not that. You should never do anything that could alter the way you are thinking and get behind something where you're putting other people's lives in danger or responsible for other people's lives.
At the end of the day, it's a personal choice to do everything that you do. Everything.
That's right. You're right.
So listen. So you could be a law-abiding citizen, go driving down the road, forget you put your checkbook on your visor because hey, you got to drive through the drive-through teller now. You can't walk in anymore. Tuck it under your visor. Throw your visor down the block from the sun. The fucking checkbook springs a fucking surprise on you, drops in your lap. You don't know what it is. You turn into the person next to you. They end up flipping over and getting killed. You deserve to be run through the fucking ringer because you made a goddamn mistake, sir. Yeah, that person's
That's
dead.
not the same as drinking a damn six-pack of beer or smoking a big fat one.
Shut up.
That's not the same, and I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure if you took a driver's test, there shouldn't be nothing on your dashboard that could cause a distraction. That's one of the things that you agreed to when you signed your driver's license. So yes, actually, to counteract what you just said, you should be liable because you put something on your dashboard that became a distraction while you were driving.
No, but listen, death is death.
And you having a CDL should understand this more than anybody.
Yes, I've held a lot of people in their last fucking seconds of life with that CDL, bro. Yeah, I know exactly what life and death are all about. And I've been snatched right out of the jaws of death myself a couple of times over. So
well, we're glad you made it.
I'm not, because I'm so sad at looking at the condition that people have fallen into and the things that they've become is really not a good thing to have made.
That's the same thing they've been saying 10 years ago, 10 years before that, 10 years before that, all the way back into the 1800s. They keep saying the same damn thing. The conditions we're living in today are the worst ever. The government this, the government that. It's always the same. It's always been repetitive. There's nothing you're going to do or anybody else is going to do to change it single-handedly.
No, it can't be a single-handed effort. There's no way. It's too vast. The contamination is too deep. There's no way
you'll end up
one
missing.
person.
Or disappeared one.
Yeah, one person's very easy to hit. We know how that works. That's why it's so difficult to stomp it out. That's why the snake is so elusive. You know what I mean? That's why don't tread on me.
You know what the problem is, Barry? I see when we start talking about revolution and stuff like that is nobody gets together no more like they did back in the '60s with the Vietnam War and everything. When all these people stormed the government offices and everything, and they basically are the ones that put a change the way that we do things. Same thing with the women's rights. Nobody can congregate and get together and do nothing no more. They won't do it. They're not going to do it. So what do? We just have to accept things the way they are and try to change things slowly, one piece at a time.
But do you understand why? Do you understand why we don't get together anymore? I remember that stuff, bro. I grew up on a bowling league. We used to get together Wednesday nights for the adults, Saturdays for the kids. I remember. They don't do that shit anymore. You know why? They're too busy competing with each other, cutting each other down, picking each other apart to do that shit anymore, bro. That's the God's honest truth. Oh, I'm not hanging out with him. He smokes pot behind everybody's back. Nobody would really even know it unless you intervene in his personal life.
I have nothing wrong with people that smoke pot, so we'll put that on the record right now. I mean, I was just asking a question. Like I said when I told you when we first started, it wasn't a gotcha question. It wasn't one to get you excited. It was just one for information. That's all.
Here's the thing. I wear a lot of different hats in life. Most of the time when I get to enjoy this program and all that, I'm either working or I'm in my personal time. I do have another hat that I put on when I have to go before the state legislature and talk about constitutional awareness and things to that effect. Matter of fact, the last time I was out there, they had me thrown out because I crossed over into Latin while I was speaking. And the guy said, "Stop, what are you saying?" And I said, "Well, you write these laws in Latin so that people can't understand it. How do you write a law in a language you don't speak, sir?" And they threw me out.
That's something I agree with you. I'm at now. When you read a law, it don't matter. It could be something that's doing your personal taxes. You start reading, the shit into that. You can't understand that shit. They don't make something where the common person can understand it. You have to be a damn lawyer and, went to law school for 8 years to understand any damn thing. And, that's one thing that Trump said that actually I supported when he said it when he was running for president. He said tax, and he still hasn't lived up to this promise, but taxes should be simple. It should be a 1-page, 2-page deal, and you're done. It shouldn't be all this bullshit,
Explain this to me, sir. When we go into court and we start arguing, I have to present cases in which things were determined previously. Well, why do I present a case that has already been determined that has nothing to do with all the pertinent circumstances involving and surrounding the case that I'm in? You understand? Well, case law, it gives a gray area where in this case they did this, so if we went with what they did, but wait a minute, hold on. In that case, there were so many different extenuating circumstances, but it's lumped all into case law. It's lumped all into a gray area so you can hire an attorney and the money can keep spinning, bro. You feel me?
Well, no. I agree with you on that. I actually had a conversation with Joseph about that, with his ordeal going on. The attorneys, they're not there to represent you, and they're not going to listen to what you want to say. They're going to do what they tell you need to do, and so they can keep collecting that damn money every month. But they use history and cases in history to rely on, what has happened in the past. This is how we're going to follow it. It doesn't mean every case is going to turn out that way, and it doesn't mean this or that's going to happen. But
here's some
to get back what we're talking about, and the main thing is, life is not that bad here in the United States. It's one of the best places in the world to live. Shit may be a little screwed up here at times.
No,
but
let me give you a
the United
personal,
States is still the best place on earth. Why do we keep arguing?
I won't dispute that. I love my country. I love my country to the core. I weep for my country. I hear the people suffering, and it makes me sad for the people that they've fallen so far after having so much. It really does. But here's the personal
people haven't
experience.
fallen. How has people fallen?
Their morals have. Well, here I'll give you an example. It's easy to send your kids to school and have them learn nothing. Everybody gripes about how their kids go to school and they're cramming Islam down their fucking throat. Okay, well then yank your kid out of school and teach your kid yourself. How about that?
But isn't that a parenting issue? That's not a damn freaking society issue. That's a parenting issue.
Well, and it really doesn't need to be interjected in school because, we don't throw God down everybody's throat in public school, so why are we going to push somebody else's religion down everybody's throat? You know what I mean? Why?
Which is true, but that's happening a lot less than what you think it is.
Well,
my kids now are all out of school, but they've never had Islamic religion or anything pushed down their throats.
The fact that it is happening is merely just to trigger people and just to push people towards violence because that's what it's all about.
Especially in places like Minneapolis and everything where the majority of the people are Muslim. And you've got a damn Muslim freaking mayor or whoever the hell she is, that damn Omar woman.
Right.
But,
it's
there for a reason. But as America as a whole, we haven't changed at all. If you step out into the country one day and you talk to some of the country folk, we still believe the same damn thing we believed in 200 years ago. We still practice the same stuff we did 200 years ago. And we're still the same damn people. Nothing has really changed over the past 200-300 years, other than the media and the way we get our media.
Can I tell you something personal about myself?
Sure.
I lived down in the South for 5 years. I lived in North Carolina.
Oh God, I was glad you weren't going to tell me you were gay or nothing, but
No, not at all. I have a lot of kids, man. I ain't gay, not at all. No, and yeah, women's a sore spot. Anyway, so I forgot what the fuck I was going to say now. That's great.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fabulous. No, here's what
you lived down in the South for 5 years.
No, yeah, I lived down in the South for 5 years. Now I partied. I grew up in the North, Delaware, and had a lot of good times and all that shit. Now that I'm older and older gentleman, I don't let my hair down around city folks. They're too unpredictable. You know what I mean? They're too unpredictable. When I really want to get it in and get comfortable, I go down and hang out with country folks. And I have a good old time, man. I got a lot of country folk that enjoy my company, and I enjoy theirs, man. We break bread.
Well, that's right. That's the way it should be.
Yes,
sir. I grew up in Connecticut, and the houses were 50 feet apart, and everything else. When I moved down here in the country in 89, 90, I started hanging around with some country folk, going to pig pickings and sitting around here. The hogs running around the backyard loose. And he's got black markers all over him and everything. You're like, why is that damn hog got black ink all over it? Yeah, and they're telling you, well, that's what we're eating tonight. So, and you gather around these country folks and you have a good old pig picking. You learn what life is about with whether it's trusting God, just living life, trusting in your family, and just being a down-home good person. And things like that are what people don't know, and they take for granted. They don't do that no more. And but get back to what we were talking about, and that's what this whole damn law bullshit. There's nothing wrong with the laws that are on the books. They were all made for a good purpose. The problem is how they are being enforced. I think more than anything. Because every law that was ever made was made for good intentions.
Negative. I don't believe that at all. I think that when a man, if a man gets convicted of a crime, serves his time, the sentence is over, the debt to society is paid. You can't strip a person's rights away for the rest of their life for something that they've done. If it was that damn bad,
where do they do that?
You should have just put them to death and been done with it.
Where do they strip your rights for nothing? Where have they stripped you of your rights for the rest of your life?
Delaware.
Well, Delaware's a fucking communist state anyway.
It doesn't matter. It's not right. It's not something that you should do to somebody. And here's the crazy part. I went ahead and paid the money for the pardon. I gave the lawyer the $5,000. I gave the $3,000 in play money. I gave all the money I needed to give to get the pardon. Jumped through all their hoops. I got the pardon, and they still deny me my constitutional rights. How about that, brother? How about that?
I don't know, but there's only 10 minutes left of the show, so I'm gonna let Joe wrap it up. But I mean, even in Joe's case, I mean, he was a convicted felon, so that he automatically lost his right to bear arms. He got all that expunged, and he got his rights back. So there is processes you could go around to do this and do that. But
I did the same.
I mean, at the same time, I'll stick. Most laws, like I said, weren't originally intended and put in place to be bad. The problem is the way they're enforced and the way that they're used against a person.
Yeah, but there's an old country saying I learned when I was living down south. The road to hell was paved with good intentions, sir.
Well, I'm from the South. I've heard that one before too. But I mean, like I said, I've never been arrested, never done nothing, and I don't fear the government, and I don't think they're out to get me. I go out every day, even during all this pandemic bullshit, and do what I need to do. And get it done, and I don't worry about it, because I think it's all a bunch of bullshit anyway.
So when it becomes law that you have to get vaccinated, how are you going to feel about that?
Law? What kind of vaccinations? Because some vaccinations are or should be required. If you COVID vaccination.
Yeah, when they mandate that, you're going to be good with that?
I would have to make the judgment and that call when and if it ever happened. I can't do that now because I truly don't believe the virus is.
Do you know why I can?
Is at a level that would require.
Do you know why I can though? Do you know why I can though? Because I see the people. Because I see the people that are promoting it and the spirit that they live under, and I see the fruit that they bear, and I know that tree, and them ain't my kind of people. So I'm going the opposite way that they go.
Well, I mean, whatever. But if this virus truly is true and it comes out and and all of a sudden people start dropping around me and there's a damn law that comes out that says you need to be vaccinated, and I know that vaccination is going to protect me more than likely 9 times out of 10, or I have a 20% chance of survival by not getting it, I'm going to take the better odds. I mean, I've been to Vegas. I'm going to take the better odds to get the damn vaccination.
Right. Well,
I mean, it's human nature to want to live longer. So if you have a 2 in 10% chance of living if you don't get it, or you got a 8 or 9% chance in living if you do get it,
right?
It's common sense, man. That's all that is.
Right.
Well, your individual choice. Your individual choice, right? You should be allowed your individual choice on other people, right?
And that's my whole thing about the stay-at-home order. If it's so damn big of a deal and people are afraid of getting sick, why don't they stay at home?
My buddy's wife.
Well, yeah. Why isn't Trump wearing a mask?
My buddy's wife walked off coronavirus in November while she was pregnant. She had her baby in January. Her baby or just one. Yeah.
Oh, she lost her life. Oh, my Lord.
No,
they're fine, aren't they?
They're both fine. They're great. They're fabulous.
Oh, okay.
They're fine. Because coronavirus is a bunch of bullshit.
It's a flu. It's a flu. It's less than a flu.
And a lot of people die of the flu every year.
Yeah.
More than died of the coronavirus.
H1N1. Any other callers out there want to jump in? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Anybody
I don't know how much time you got left. You got 7 minutes left.
A few minutes. Yeah. 224. You want to say something real quick? Been on there forever.
Hey guys, I got to get out of where I'm at. It was good talking to y'all.
All right. Thank you.
God bless y'all.
Thank you. God bless. God bless. God bless.
Take care of yourself, please. Be safe out there. Man.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get ready to get out of here too.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up. These guys don't want to jump in here. These guys don't want to jump in here.
My third shift counterpart is online.
No, nobody else is out there. The phone line we were up there for a little while there. Yeah, well, it's getting late. It's 11 o'clock. We don't usually, but there's nobody on Blog Talk right now, 11 o'clock, you know. But,
no,
they all go over to Zoom.
Well, they go over to Zoom now anyway, so, you know, that's how it goes. I had this for you downloaded, though, if you want to listen to it for a couple minutes. Tell me what you think, though. 5G, actually. It's 5G Part 2.
Since the time...
Man, I've watched so much of that 5G bullshit. We ain't got enough time to get into that.
Yeah, well, it's 14 minutes long. We don't got enough time anyway. So, all right, anyway, good show, man. Yeah, man, we're going to do that in the show. Try to be serious. We've had a little entertainment in there. It's good to have debate and discussions, but, man, keep it real. You know, don't go after anybody and try to knock their freaking kneecaps off. You know, there's no need for that, but we can attack each other and have fun at it. I mean, I don't see why not.
Yeah, as long as it's all in good nature and good fun, I don't have a problem with it. But I'll tell you what, I love
agree.
Hello, man.
God.
Every time I hear that, I just tickle
dude. And he never changes script. He never changes script either. You notice that? He's like on.
No,
he's like does the same thing. You know, no matter what, he always says the same thing. You know, I don't know. He's pretty disciplined. I got to give him credit. I got to give him props. You know. But man, where's Ashley at there in the chat room? There, we know who Ashley is. I know who Ashley is. I know who Ashley really is. All right, let's put it that way. We know who Ashley is.
Well, she ain't in the chat room.
Anyway,
she left, but.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter anyway. All right, anyway, it was a good show. It's raining out there, man. Everybody be safe. The most important part is, guess what? I think of the movie Scarface there where the detective said, hey, every day above ground is a good day, right? You know, it's a good thing.
That's right.
So, you know, enjoy yourself. You know, enjoy yourself. Enjoy life because, trust me, man, you know, sometimes a lot of things out there affect you in life and you don't know what you got, you know. So try to do the right thing as best you can. I mean, I know there's battles to be fought, but just enjoy life and enjoy the people around you because one day they might not be here. So anyway, God bless. Take care, everybody. Blog Talk Radio. Understand the times in which you live.